Good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get started since we have a lot of material to cover. Today's session is it's a detailed discussion about iSCSI. We've had several iSCSI presentations before, but this time I'm going to go to a lot more details and get into all the features that we have not covered before. As far as the logistics, right now everybody is on mute, but you can certainly type in your questions in the question and answer section of the GoToWebinar, and at the end of the webinar I'll go through all the questions and answer all of them. At the same time, we are recording this webinar, and we will send you a link of this webinar after today, in next day or so. That you can, if you missed the section of it, or if you wanted to pass along to some of your colleagues, you can do that. And you do see my contact information on the screen, as you see, and you're more than welcome to contact me anytime you want for technical information, or contact yourselves for pricing information. I'm not going to get into the pricing, and that I leave that for ourselves. So with that, I'm going to get started. The agenda that we are going to cover today is basically I'll talk about the storage evolution, iSCSI environment setup, some of the basic iSCSI usage, including a live demo. I have a system set up in here that I can show you exactly how you can create iSCSI volumes and allocate it to a server and all of that. Some of the little more advanced stuff or MPIO, multi-path IO. I'm also going to have a live demo of how to set up the MPIO in a Windows environment and how to use it. I will also get into the snapshot, VSS, and backup. VSS is a little complicated, and a lot of people have heard about it, but I get into some details of that hopefully it will be clear after today. And then the next two sections are basically we talk a little bit about our company and our products and features, and at the end we'll get into a Q&A. Looking at the storage evolution, if you go back in time, the storage and servers or storage environments started with the direct attached storage, DAS. So basically you had an individual external storage connected to your server, and that did the job. Then the fiber channel SAN, or the idea of a SAN started, the storage area network. So basically the concept of having a centralized storage started, and that where fiber channel SAN started to appear. Obviously it did have higher prices, but it provided a lot more advantages to the DAS that almost everybody in the industry started to move along toward the fiber channel. Fiber channel, even though it is a great environment, and it is going to be used and it will be used in a lot of data centers, but because of the high cost of the fiber channel switches and HVAs and all of that, then there was a gap that a lot of businesses could not afford fiber channel storage. So that's where the IP SAN comes into play, and where IP SAN got introduced. Talking about the DAS again, if you look at the direct attached storage, the main issue with the direct attached storage is like these free pool of storage, this and this. You basically, this is only can be used by this guy, and this can only be used by him. So you can't share this free pool of storage with the other servers. So that actually was the main issue with the DAS that started this SAN, idea of a SAN and a centralized storage. So Going to the fiber channel SAN, so fiber channel SAN started and it provided basically a centralized storage. So you did have a centralized storage that all these servers could get into the same storage through the switches, and you could carve up different volumes and provide it to the different servers. The issues that, or the reasons that brought up the fiber channel SAN prices was it did require a HVA, host bus adapter, inside each server. It did require expensive switches, which were all proprietary or new, basically a new technology. So that's companies could, bring up higher prices. And then the fiber channel, the storage itself was completely new. So that by itself also is a proprietary interface, and with that comes price. So the price of the whole solution was pretty expensive, but it did provide advantages of a centralized storage and a very robust infrastructure. And I don't want to say that fiber channel is going to disappear. Fiber channel is there and it's going to stay around for a long time. But there is a gap that iSCSI fills. There are some little issues with the, like for example, LAN zoning. This is a feature of a fiber channel that, for example, if you had a LAN in one of the in the storage, basically all the servers would be able to see that LAN, unless you do LAN zoning from the switch. So you say, okay, I don't want this LAN that I have not be seen with these other guys, so specify on the switch that I want only this server to see that LAN. So this is this brought a little bit of a complexity in fiber channel SAN. That doesn't exist in iSCSI environment. So going to iSCSI environment, so for IP SAN, basically you got a IP SAN appliance, you got a switch in between, which could be either a 1 gig or a 10 gig. These are standard off-the-shelf switches that can be used for either networking or anything that for the regular networking that you have in your house. So the concept was that iSCSI wants to use the standard off-the-shelf products to be able to bring down the cost. So that's what it delivered. Switches are standard off-the-shelf, 1 gig and 10 gig, and 10 gig prices are actually going down a lot. Then you have servers connected to the storage. What made fiber channel actually very attractive was this iSCSI initiator. I would say in 90% or more of the cases that I've seen, people are using free iSCSI initiators, and these are the what initiators replaces the HVA in the fiber channel world.